Majority of men in America earn less than $80,000 a year, meaning that majority of men in America are average earners. Majority of households in America are two-income households. So yes, you know what that means? It means that you are likely going to have to get with an average earning man, and together you guys are going to build and accumulate wealth together.
2025, it's insane to me how people view rich, wealthy individuals, celebrities, and how they operate in their relationships and act like that's the foundation of what regular civilians should be doing. Rich people literally are not living in a reality that you'll ever be in.
I know y'all probably didn't expect to see me this soon, but y'all already know the grind does not stop. Y'all see me, yeah, your boy's down. I got my foot elevated up on the chair, so we're gonna make this content, man, all right? So look, see, before social media, before Facebook, before Instagram, before TikToks, your relationships used to be private. You only knew two people were still together when you saw them. You only knew what was going on in their relationship if they was to tell it out loud. Or maybe you talk to them on the phone or something about their business. But nowadays, relationships have become more of a performance than actual intimacy, than actual connection and friendship. Like, it's all about the performance now. And I asked myself, like, where did that come from? And I think it has a lot to do with being able to watch celebrity relationships right in front of us. Because this generation, everybody believes that they're a celebrity or they should be living just like the celebrities. Versus back in the day, you knew there was a difference between your life and Michael Jackson's life. You knew there was a difference between your life and Bobby and Whitney's life. But in today's time, since we can all paint a beautiful picture that looks just like a celebrity's picture, we feel like we're all on the same level. And because of that, it's stealing the authenticity of dating. So many times we see relationships like Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, and everybody's like, oh my God, they're so perfect for each other. This is exactly what I want. Quavo and Sweetie. Do you see how many bags Sweetie posted? I want to live just like that. Jay-Z and Beyonce, Will and Jada, Kim and Kanye. I mean, I could keep on going on and on. People will consume their story like it's gospel. Believe that they know every footstep that these people are taking. And this is when that parasocial attachment begins. People have started to believe that these relationships represent the standard for their life. You'll have a woman that works at Dunkin' Donuts and a man that works at Burlington Coat Factory, and she wants that man to treat her like he has a $100 million NBA contract. He gets her pregnant and her body changes, but he wants her body to look like Megan Thee Stallion's body. So while you over here looking at these girls up on your phone, you don't know what filters are on these pictures. You don't know what kind of work she got done to maintain a body like that. For the ladies, you don't know what kind of stress that woman had to go through just to get that handbag. All you see is, oh my God, LV bag, 100,000 likes. I want to live like that. That is my new expectation. Love in relationships is not about being luxurious, dramatic, and constantly exciting. Normal love can be boring sometimes. You remove toxicity, you remove the glitz and the glamour, and you just have peace. And people aren't striving for actual peace. They're striving for a nice Instagram photo so they can look like the celebrities.
2025, it's insane to me how people view rich, wealthy individuals, celebrities, and how they operate in their relationships and act like that's the foundation of what regular civilians should be doing. Rich people literally are not living in a reality that you'll ever be in. Apparently, Cardi B deleted all of her Instagram photos with Stefan Diggs, and apparently they broke up, right? So that relationship lasted no more than 2 months, maybe. But if you got on the internet and viewed how people talked about them, they would say that that was relationship goals right there. The craziest part is how much stock people like hold into what rich people do when it comes to material items for their partner. Somebody worth $40-50 million spending $5,000 on their partner and showing that display of love. It's not real. It's not real based on the income that they make. If you make $250,000 a year, let's say post-tax, right? And you have a girlfriend or somebody you're saying, and you were thinking about them and you walked past Lululemon and they love Lululemon and you went to go spend $250. That's not shit to you because you make $20,000 a month. But someone would post that on the internet and say like, damn, like my man just was randomly thinking about me and spent $250 for no reason, when the average civilian can't just spend $250 on a random day. So why are you looking at somebody that is an ultra high earner based on percentages and trying to dictate what you do or what your man does or can do, and he makes $50,000 a year? Shocker, I guess, to certain people, rich/wealthy individuals have probably the highest infidelity rates out of any group of people, right? You do know that, right? If I make $10 million a year, quick math, that's around $800,000 a month. What would it matter if I spent $20,000 on you in a month? Or if we randomly took a trip to Ibiza or Mykonos for 2 weeks? Or if I went to buy you 10 different Louis bags? What would that matter in the grand scheme of it when I literally make $1 million a month? It's just very peculiar to me how I see average individuals live through celebrities and what they can do, and then try to put that on regular people and say, why aren't you doing this for me? I will never understand that.
Man, that brother said it perfectly. Like, there's so many regular people trying to use celebrities as their blueprint, when you don't even realize that fraction of money that was spent to impress that girl was really nothing to that guy. Just because he bought that for her doesn't mean he actually cares about her. He could be buying 3 of those bags really in an apology, but you would never know that side. See, for men, celebrity couple worships created mad pressure. Men have to compare themselves to people with NBA contracts, record label contracts, the guys that are scamming or doing some type of illegal work while they're trying to live an honest life. Because if Offset is buying Cardi B diamonds every week, regular guys need to be doing that too. Because your homegirl on Instagram done found a dude with some money, the dude that you date needs to give you that same treatment. But when you actually find out about these people's love, and I think that Cardi B is the perfect example, Cardi B and Offset's relationship is a perfect example, you find out that, oh, he be cheating on her like there's no tomorrow. Oh, she laughing about the fact that she was cheating on him too. But the average person is chasing the picture without having any context, and you're trying to work that into your regular life instead of trying to get something that is actually real. In psychology, this is called relative deprivation. This is when you compare yourself to somebody that has more, so you feel like you're less than. A lot of men has stopped approaching women because they feel like they can't live up to the fantasy. Like, why am I ever gonna try if I can't provide like Future, or I don't look like Michael B. Jordan? And this is why dating is creating so many insecurities in people, because the expectations have gone through the roof from fantasies. Because I can't even sit here and say the expectations are built off of how somebody else is living. No, the expectations are being built off of an image that is being put in front of you. Do you understand that there are 2,000 to 3,000 photos that are taken of a celebrity before they decide on which one they actually want to post? They're posting the best post. Just like your homegirl, she's posting the best moment. She goes on a 3-day trip with a guy that she doesn't really like. They're not really talking. He has an attitude. She has an attitude on the trip, but they're showing the best moment. And what do you say while you're sitting at home eating ice cream? I want that. But you don't know what you're actually looking at. You're just looking at the fantasy. You're looking at the picture that they're trying to paint, and you want to duplicate that. So when you have something in front of you that is authentic, you're like, nah, because we can't do the high life things, because we can't do the luxurious things. What you're using to judge your new standard is something that you don't actually know about. I hope that makes sense.
I don't think a man should be dating if he doesn't have money.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You shouldn't even go into the thought.
If you don't have money.
If you don't have a job, if you don't have savings for a rainy day, you can't expect to even jump into that.
Into a relationship. Oh my God.
Don't even date.
So
don't even take that girl out. I'm talking to you. Don't take that girl out on a date.
So wait a moment. Can you repeat that?
If you don't have the money.
If a guy doesn't have money, what are you supposed to do?
I think he should work on himself.
Okay.
Get closer to God. Mm-hmm. Go to the gym. Mm-hmm. Eat healthy.
Just get your money up.
Just get your money up. Or just don't date.
Yeah, or just don't date. I also think that men, like, if you have an issue with that, or you're not in the stage to be doing those things, just wait. You don't have to do all that right away. Like, get your money up, do what you need to do. When the time is right, you'll be able to afford the bitch that you want.
You only have to get your money up for girls that don't like you. When I was in college, a lot of the football players were broke. So guess what? Girls would pick them up from practice, feed them, pay their bills, do their homework. And the reason why those girls did that for those men, because they really liked them. Now, am I saying go be a broke bum and have no money? Absolutely not. I'm just saying that there are girls out there that will take you exactly how you are right now. As a man, I do believe you should be striving because society will judge you for being a bum, but they'll never judge women for being a bum. So yes, get in the gym, strive to be a six-figure earner, strive to be a provider, but don't think that if you're not one, you're not a real man or you shouldn't date. Because here's the cycle. Guys finally start making some money and they think they have to trick on women to get their attention. Every date has to be at a nice restaurant. Every date they have to call a girl a black Uber truck. By the second date, he's taking her shopping. Because that man felt worthless when he had no money. But now that he has money, he's using it as his main dating strategy. So now girls don't really like him. They just like what he can provide financially. In conclusion, strive to be the best version of yourself spiritually, emotionally, financially. However, don't think you're not a real man if you can't afford a broke girl's lifestyle.
See, for women, the celebrity worship created a different type of psychological trap, and that is inflated expectations. When you're able to see Kylie Jenner getting $1 million gifts or Ciara getting prayed over by Russell Wilson, you start believing that anything less than that is settling off the rip. I mean, a guy needs to walk in and be able to offer these things instead of learning that, okay, maybe you want to be prayed over. See, in a real relationship, everything is not glitz and glamour in the beginning. You are two strangers that have came together and met each other, and now you're trying to figure out each other's likes. You're learning each other, and you're finding out, okay, I can give into that. Now, I mean, I can work with that. She likes to be complimented. Okay, I can work with that. All right, he likes physical touch. Okay, I can work. You learn these things. In a relationship, you learn these things about each other. Your relationship and who you are to that relationship changes because of what you're willing to give to the relationship. But a lot of times people are seeing these celebrities and these people on social media and they're believing that, no, walking into the relationship, you need to be my person. You need to be the complete package. What you need to be doing in your life is finding out, what are my non-negotiables? If this person checks most of the boxes and they don't disrespect you or whatever, they don't hit none of the non-negotiables, you can work towards the other things. But so many people want finished products based off of what they see somebody else is doing, not knowing how it was in the beginning, how it was on the first date, how it was when they were getting to know each other in the beginning. But you're telling yourself you want what they got. You don't know how to get where they are because you don't know how it started. It's almost like saying you want to be just as fast as Usain Bolt, but you don't want to do none of the practice. You don't want to know any of the work he did to get as fast as he became. So instead, you just watch, you worship how fast he is, and then you say, okay, I want to be like that. And disregard all the things that it may have taken for him to get there. And psychologists call this the social comparison theory. Women aren't just comparing themselves to just women anymore. They're comparing themselves to carefully scripted fantasies that are coming from celebrities. So now if a man is genuine and he's willing to give real love and loyalty, it's almost like it's invisible if it can't be broadcasted in luxury. Like, if he loves me, then why he's not posting me? If he loves me, why doesn't he take me on these nice trips like these other girls? If he loves me, why isn't he spending money? Forgetting all the other intangibles outside of money. And that craving for external validation is killing intimacy.
Majority of men in America earn less than $80,000 a year, meaning that majority of men in America are average earners. Majority of households in America are two-income households. So yes, you know what that means? It means that you are likely going to have to get with an average earning man, and together you guys are going to build and accumulate wealth together. That is what lots of successful, happy married couples have done. That is not promoting struggle love. That is reality. I'm sorry, I'm going to continue to preach about reality because Shira has many of you living in a fictional narrative where there are enough rich men to go around and one of them is just going to come and swoop you off your feet and pay all of your bills. I'm sorry. Stop looking for a savior in a man.
So now where does all of this leave us? Men are slowly pulling back because they feel like they're not enough. They feel like they're inadequate to reach the standard of what women want from them. Or women are getting with men but silently feeling disappointed because it's like, damn, why I'm not living like that, like them on Instagram? Or even reverse it. Men are looking at their girl and they're like, I'm not really so crazy about her body, when all these girls on my phone is looking how they looking on my explore page. We're both being manipulated by an illusion on the internet because none of us actually know what is behind the scenes. So when I sit here and I get up on here and I be like, man, that's not real life for everybody to have a man pay 100% of the bills. Growing up, I seen a lot of married couples match bills together. Now, I mean, figure out bills together. But in nowadays, because of the viral topic being no, a man has to pay 100%, because that's what women are seeing, they think if a man can't do that, then she's settling. That's not the majority of the world. The majority of good women out here don't have Coke bottle bodies either. We need to put our phones down and start touching some grass. Because the internet has really stole the authenticity of life. It stole it from us. Anytime we're doing something that can't be posted or is just genuine, or it's like we're quick to jump into, are we settling if we give into this? Even though we know it feels genuine, so what do? We self-sabotage. Women are tired of competing with the girls on your explore page. Guys are tired of competing with the guys on your explore page. We don't want to be criminals to run up a bag real quick just to impress you. Not all of us have NBA contracts. So people, put your phones down. That FOMO is real. I've had to catch myself before where times where I'm in the house chilling and I get to scrolling on my phone and I see my homies' stories and it look like they having a whole bunch of fun. And now I feel like I'm settling at home when I could be out having fun. That FOMO is real. Just for me to go out and find out, oh, y'all niggas wasn't even having fun for real. I just fall for this shit all the time. I come out with y'all and y'all standing around looking lost. Y'all are trying to replace fun and excitement for peace. We are all victims of the illusion that has manipulated our brains for celebrity worship. There's no love better than that private love, that don't have to be proved love, that they may not understand type love, that it's me and you, forget the rest type love, the put your phone down type love, do not disturb when we around each other type love. Like, that's love. The outside world is so extra and most of it is fake, people. But anyways, y'all, your boy is healing right now. I mean, y'all didn't know, but I had a partial patellar tendon tear on my left knee. And the doctors also found out that I broke a little bit of my bone in my left knee as well. So right now I am in the healing phase. I just got surgery yesterday. Today's the 26th of September. I got it on the 25th of September. So this healing process is going to take a minute. You know, they said that it could take about 6 weeks for me to, start to flex it a little bit. And then it could take up to a year for me to really be able to do what I like to do. But within this time, I'm going to figure out ways still to work out, still going to eat good, still going to record my content. I don't like anything to keep me down because I don't believe in excuses for too long. But at the same time, I ain't gonna push myself too hard. So some of my videos may seem like, okay, he put a little bit less work into this, but we still gonna have fun on here, all right? But anyways, y'all, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and please hit that hype button so YouTube could push this video out to more people. In order for you to hit the hype button, to have access for it, you have to subscribe to my page. And then once you hit the like button, it'll pop up hype, and then you can hit the hype button, all right? So anyways, y'all, it's been your boy, Top Boogie. Until next time, man, I'm out of here, man. Peace.